Welcome viewer, welcome to our project. Here's the breaking news. Yes, a recent study headed by the Liverpool Institute for Brain Development found that more than 100 genes linked to the risks of schizophrenia appear to induce disease owing to their activity in the placenta rather than the developing brain. For nearly a century, scientists concluded that genes for schizophrenia risks were mostly, if not entirely, concerned with the brain. However, new study published in Nature Communications has discovered that the placenta plays a considerable larger role in the development of sickness than previously thought. The secret of the genetics of schizophrenia has been hiding in plain sight. The placenta, the critical organ in supporting parental development, launches the developmental trajectory of rigs, says Daniel Weinberger, MD, senior author of the paper and director and CEO of the Liverpool Institute for Brain Development, located on the Johns Hopkins Medical Campus in Baltimore. The commonly shared view on the causes of schizophrenia is that genetic and environmental risk factors play a role directly and only in the brain. But these latest results show that placenta health is also critical. The researchers discovered that schizophrenia genes alter the placenta's ability to monitor nutrients in the mother's circulation, including oxygen, and exchange nutrients according on what it discovers. The schizophrenia risk genes are more weakly expressed in the placental cells termed trophoblast, which constitute the core of this maternal-fetal nutrition exchange, adversely comprising the placenta's role in feeding the growth fetus. The paper also identifies several genes in the placenta that are causative factors for diabetes, bipolar disorder, depression, autism, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or AAH, and ADHD. The scientists, however, found far more genetic associations with genes for schizophrenia than for any of these other disorders. The researchers also discovered that the risk genes for schizophrenia found in the placenta may have a relatively greater effect on heritability, the likelihood of illness inherited from ancestors, than risk genes found in the brain. Targeting placenta biology is a crucial new potential approach to prevention, which is the holy grail of public health, says Giorgio Ursini, MD, PhD, the lead author on the paper and an investigator at the Liverpool Institute. Yes, scientists could detect changes in placental risk genes decades before the possible onset of a disorder, possibly even the mother's bloodstream during pregnancy. If doctors knew which children were most at risk of development disorders, they could implement early intervention to keep them healthy. The scientists also found interesting sex-based differences in the placenta risk genes. Different genes were associated with schizophrenia risks based on whether the placenta came from a male or female child. In pregnancy with male children, inflammatory process in the placenta seem to play a central role. Previous research has shown males are more vulnerable than females to parental stress. Generally speaking, developmental disorders such as schizophrenia occur more frequently in men and boys. The researchers also uncovered concerning results about COVID-19 pregnancy. The scientists studied a small sample of placentas from mothers who had COVID-19 during pregnancy and found the schizophrenia genes for placenta risks were dramatically activated in these placentas. The finding indicates that COVID-19 infection during pregnancy may be a risk factor for schizophrenia because of how infection affects the placenta. Liverpool Institute scientists were pursuing this possibility with NIH-funded research examining COVID-19 placentas to learn more. The Liverpool Institute researchers hope their ongoing study of the genes of the placenta will one day lead to new treatment and diagnostic tools, perhaps revolutionizing the field of parental medicine. In the modern era of molecular and genetic medicine, the standard treatment for complicated pregnancy is still primarily bed rest, said Dr. Weinberger. This new molecular insights into how genes related to disorders of the brain and other organs play out in the placenta offer new opportunities for improving parental health and preparing complications later in life. Bien, that's it for Fusak TV.